G'day, this is Blxz and welcome back to Geneforge 5. I think we're up to episode 23 now, so it's been quite a little bit of time since I last played. It might have been 2 weeks. Christmas parties and the like have been getting in the way, but I have a little bit of free time now, so it's time to dive back in and get recording. So, what are we up to down here? Not really doing a lot. I'll just dive right in and kill him. I have had a few requests on the forums for new names, and I've also been told that I'm probably worthwhile investing in a couple of Vlish, even if they are exorbitantly priced. So that's something to think about. I don't believe I'm going to find another vendor in the near future, which is a bit of a pain in the proverbial, but oh well. I don't like parting with my hard-earned money, but it's not doing me any good just sitting in my back pocket. So I will think about looking into it. I hope the sound is a little bit better with this as well. I've modified the settings slightly so that it's being picked up a little bit better. I mean, I can hear it perfectly fine, but for some reason the recorder is not picking it up, even though I've put it up to 20 times normal background volume. So we'll figure that out anyway. What's down this way? Little pass, not going to bother about that just yet. Still getting a little bit of experience from these enemies, not a huge amount, but there are quite a few of them. That was good. There are quite a few of them, so it all adds up, I guess. There we go. This wreckage was once a logging camp. Some brave people tried to fight off the Vlish. You aren't sure who won the fight, but there were casualties on both sides. If there were any human survivors, they were wise enough to flee. Okay. Okay. Stand over here and I'll get my regen aura going. An entrancing Vlish. Well, I'll knock off these little weaker ones. And okay. Beautiful. And I think I got a Vlish tentacle out of it. What do we got here? Yep. And a 30 thing. Clover boots. Bit of luck, bit of stealth. What am I wearing? Healing craft. I'll take them with me for the time being, and if I decide I want them, I will put them on, I guess. There we go. Herbs are worth 50 a bundle with this new mission I've got up here. I tell you what, I'm disappointed I sold them all for Well, I didn't sell them all, but for 10 gold each. I was selling a bunch of them in previous videos. Not very happy about that. Alrighty, this area's done. He was in here, was he? There we go. I see the herbs. 200 coins. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Tiny little bit of experience. Not really worth it in the grand scheme of things, but a little bit's better than nothing. Yeah, ooh, bit of a frame rate issue here. What are we off to now? Back to the trainer up here. I'll buy those Vlish. Okay, let's have a look at this level up. Mechanics, I think I've got enough for the rest of the game. I can't imagine using too much more than this. Leadership, I've been told that I should bump it up, but I'm kind of keen to do a low leadership game. I never have done one before, so I'll try that out. And well, I'm about to buy some Vlish, so how about we put let's put a couple of levels into that. And healing craft is good for the time being. Probably a magic of some sort of battle I'm not going to be using. That'll phase out gradually as my attack gets weaker and weaker. So I'm going to actually put a bit of mental magic in. Start building that up, see if I can get the unlock spell at some point. Probably right now. Slow down, there we go. Can I get training? I want to learn shaping. Oh, it's a lot of money. God, it's a lot of money. And I'll buy 2 levels of that. 1700 gold down the drain. Thad and Clawbag I'm not going to worry about. I'll take some new spells though. I'll take Unlock. Everyone nearby. I'll take Protection. 2 levels of that. And I don't really use days very much, but it might be handy. For 51, that's not bad. Grab speed, and I will grab unlock again to a high level. Okay, that's blowing about half my money. So create some Vlish. I can create 2 of them and still have a little bit of essence left over. So I got 1, 2, and you are going to be called. Alrighty, there is a forumer by the name of Delicious Vlish, so I will avoid calling them delicious, but I will have various permutations of that word. So how about we have Tasty Vlish, and we're going to have, you know what, my mind has gone blank, I can't think of another word. How about, you know what, let's go foreign and go full on Japanese. Oi Shi Vlish, which means delicious or tasty. Good enough. Oi Shi Vlish. So we've got a little bit more power now. Some new spells, new power, and let's go down to the infested crossroad. I'm still looking for the dark road, or whatever it's called, like that, the underground road or something like that, for Rowell. So let's see if we find something. There is an imposing chain of mountains to the south. They stand between you and the Storm Plains, the next province to the south. They aren't as tall or perpetually shrouded with ice as the White Spires, but they are still an obstacle. Looking to the south, you can see a narrow pass running through the mountains. This looks like one of the few navigable routes south. Though it is partially obscured by the mist, you can barely see the spires of a fort guarding the pass. The road here is covered with tracks. You can see the ruts left by caravan wagons, but they aren't fresh. The most recent travellers were large bugs. You can see the telltale, round, deep tracks left by their chitinous legs. Alrighty. It's got a bit of an army here. Sergeant Hearn. There is a loyalist soldier camped here, accompanied by a group of Thards. He's not being properly alert. It takes him a shameful amount of time to notice you approaching his camp. However, when you see his situation, it makes sense. He is watching over a half-dozen Thards, but isn't doing a good job of it. 3 of them are wounded. The others are confused and scared. He isn't properly maintaining control. When he finally sees you, he whips out his blade. The Thards howl. It takes a minute for you to get him to calm down enough to sheath his weapon. Then he turns and tries to calm down the confused creations. Finally he says, "I am Sergeant Hearn. I'm here to..." "Will you all be quiet?" "I'm here to watch the road. It's covered with claw bugs. I was going to try to clear it, but..." He looks at the Thards and shakes his head. Alrighty, how did you get stationed here? Road control. We aren't campaigning against the rebels now, but we still have to clean up infestations of rogues. We clear one area, we find a nest somewhere else. "Stop that!" he shouts. He slaps a Thard's hand away from his meal. So, claw bugs infest the road up to Kratoakel, so they send me and some Thards. But I'm not a keeper, I told them so. Made no difference. It's not going well. He waves at the 3 wounded Thards. Why didn't they send a keeper? They wanted to send someone who had training with these creatures, but the keeper in our platoon ran a little too slowly when a roaming unbound spotted us. We hadn't gotten another yet, so I got his Thards. Not fair to them or me, I think, but orders are orders. How did they get wounded? Take a look, it's pretty obvious. You look closer. They all bear claw bug stings on their legs. The wounds are surrounded by large grey patches, the effects of the venom. If ordered, these poor creatures would happily get up and march into battle, though it'll probably kill them. What they need is proper care in Mera, the sort you can't give them out here in the field. They still obey you? Yes, for now. Not much longer. They're getting angrier. All I want is to push through to Kratoakel and turn them over to a shaper. With half of them wounded though, I can't. It's a mess. Tell me about the road south. He shakes his head. We've done a good job of keeping it clear, or so we thought. The claw bugs were in their nest keeping low. When they sprang out, they're nasty in big numbers. I need to clean them out so I can go back northeast and deal with the next problem. Then I get to go back to base for a day or 2. It's up northeast. Can't seem to keep the fields south of Mera free of roamers. We keep cleaning them out and they keep coming back. We don't have the forces to keep anyone stationed there permanently. What's near here? Kratoakel is to the south. They're under orders to hold the fort, whatever the cost. So, I haven't sent anyone down here to help. Kaz is to the east. Don't know much about that place. Tell me about Kratoakel. It's the fort guarding the main pass between here and the Storm Plains. It gets all the soldiers it wants. That way, it can keep the rebels and rogues to the south from slipping into Mera. Makar's in charge up there. Good soldier, good commander. Nobody better to have on his side than spitting some rebels. Are there any other passes? There is one west of here, but it's controlled by an unbound. We haven't got up there to retake it yet. The terrain's too rough. No, I don't think I'm capable of taking out an unbound just yet. Hearn looks at you. Then he looks at the miserable, sullen creations in his care. He shakes his head. I don't know anything about you. I don't know if I can control them when they have to face rogues. They seem scared of them. Um, let's go number 2, I think. Yeah, no, number 1. Can't be too long until I get reinforcements. This is a major road. We'll have to wait. Oh well, stay here, they'll go rogue. It takes some convincing, but he managed to make him realise that his position here is untenable. The thought of being alone with crazed thugs terrifies him. Oh, alright. I'll help you clear the road. But first, you have to help me make a decision. 3 of the thugs are ill. If I command them to help, they will help, but it's sure to kill them. If I tell them to run east to Kaz, they will survive, but they won't help in the assault. Should they fight with us, or run to safety? Well, they're thugs, they're creations, so if my track record's anything to go, we can just make a couple more. So they'll continue to serve us, order them to fight. Sergeant Hearn looks disappointed. They fought well for us. They don't deserve. But you seem to know the ways of the Shapers. I'm just an outsider. I'll listen to you. When you're ready to begin the attack, say so. Let's go. Working with Hearn, you rouse the thugs. His commands are too weakly delivered to have much of an effect, but you lend your authority to his. Little by little, you get the thugs into fighting shape. When you are ready, Hearn says, "Come with me. I will set the route." With a final rueful look at the 3 doomed thugs, he begins the charge. Alrighty, you can do the killing for me. I don't know where we're going though. This way. Okay. Okay, claw bugs it is. Yep, so it's good in Geneforge 5, you still get experience when someone else kills an enemy. You never used to get that, so you'd have to try and sneak kills whenever you could. I'm going to have to keep looking into this this lag thing. I didn't get it for my first episodes, and then I played around with the settings to try and make it, I don't know, record better. And it's sent everything to hell, and I haven't been able to change them back. So I'm no idea what's actually causing it. Might just have to restore all the defaults or re-download the whole thing again. There were a couple of automatic updates, so they may have been part of it. If anyone knows how to work OBS, which is the recording thing I'm using, by all means drop a hint. Otherwise I'll just keep plugging away. The region they were going. Oh, it didn't affect the allies. Too bad. Not that it matters. This is a pretty powerful force I've got rocking here. You hear the sound of crumbling stone to the north. This is immediately followed by the sound of clicking claws. A nest of small claw bugs has picked an awkward time to emerge from the soil. The freshly hatched creatures rush out, looking for prey. Oh, that's not good. Where are they? I can't see them. Okay, there we go. Don't want to get too close. I'll probably eat my Vlish. Oh, Jesus. Okay, seems to have almost frozen. You know what, I might call this an episode here and try and figure out what's causing this in the background. I've been Blxz. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.